Okay. So I wasn't going to stream this, hence why I'm in it. But I figured, whatever. It's not gonna be the most entertaining stream because I'm kind of tired and don't really want to talk much. But whatever. Hello. There you go. According to our assessment models here at the Masons Gardianage, okay, Weapons Bureau, your weapon is very much a cannon. Indeed, it is. It's a shame that we need at least 2 teams worth of manpower to deploy your musket in the field. It's too complicated to use. Thank you for the approval, Officer Chevres. Actually, I don't think the high barrier to entry's a bad thing. Before I had the Soul Sniper ritual staff. Staff? Custom made by Zilonin, we agreed that the stronger the weapon, the stricter its usage standards should be. Okay. Apart from their difficulty of use, I've even considered placing a moral cognition-based what? Loser? Hey. My KKK says you suck. Yeah. I'm sure she does. That way, we can ensure they are wielded by the right people, preventing any immense damage from resulting from criminal theft. It's not a bad idea, actually. That's for fair concern, Officer Chaska. Officer? Weapon theft that leads to committed crimes is not uncommon here in Fontaine. What an amazing voice. Shoot. Wow, so many old friends! Fontaine's Nellen's Flower Feather Clan and a Knight of Favonius? What's going on with this little gathering of yours? Where's the Knight of Favonius? Wait, which one's the Knight of Favonius? Was they just not paying attention? Bullseye, you caught on to the situation immediately, traveler. Why does she have headphones? Oh, are they noise canceling? Because she shoots guns? Or are they like actual headphones because she like eats popcorn? I don't know. Sometime back, the special patrol sent Truena to Lille to take part in a joint war game. That war game became the catalyst for even more frequent exchanges between the armed forces of various nations. Yeah, where's the Knight of Favonius? Where? None of these are Knights of Favonius, unless you're counting me? Like, what the frick are you talking about, Paimon? This time around, it's the routine ballistic war game between Fontaine and Mondstadt, aimed at sharpening combatants' battlefield planning capabilities on all sides. At this time, thanks to our friends in the Knights of Favonius putting in a good word, the warriors of Netland's Flower Feather Clan. I like how it's always in quotation, so it's like, Netland's Flower Feather Clan have joined the war game as well. The Flower Feather Clan warriors are skilled at firing while in flight. They've opened the doors to a whole new world for us. The knights must have gotten to know the Netherlandese warriors during their expedition then. Paimon should have thought of that sooner. Ugh. I can't do these anymore. I can't do the voices anymore. What's a ballistic war game, really? Really, Paimon understands every word individually, but put them together and it gets a little confusing. Doesn't shooting just mean firing the gun and being done with it? Are bullets allowed in war games too? Dude, this dialogue for the Traveler is freaking hilarious considering
Naya stuff. Okay, I made a quesadilla. But it tastes like mold. So either our cheese is moldy or our tortillas are moldy. So that's unfortunate. Frick. Sorry. As for the specifics, I'll let our friend from the Knights of Favonius walk you through it. Ah. Hedwig! Coming, apologies. I was buried in report organizing and hadn't even noticed the honorary knight and his little white companion. Greetings to you both. Oh my... I had a $7 burger from work. I didn't realize it was $7 until I already swiped my card. Yeah, that's how they get you. So why the frick does Lagoon have $7 burgers? That's ridiculous. Do you have to pay hundreds of dollars to even get into the park in the first place, and then you still spend hundreds of dollars on, like, food and crap? Like, if an amusement park honestly wanted to be very successful, take the Costco model. Charge, like, a premium fee to even enter the park, and then charge really low for everything else. I'm Hedwig, members of the Knights of Favonius General Affairs Company. I'm in charge of recording proceedings for this war game and coordinating between the gunsmiths and our other allies. Speaking of which, the device for this round actually has a connection to you two. Do you remember the strange cemeteral statue that once appeared in Daraupa Gorge? No, I do not, actually. What? Vaguely long time ago, that... I don't remember, doesn't it? Doesn't matter, does it? I like the vaguely one. Even Paimon's a bit... I'm not doing that. Hedwig, why don't you give us the short version? Right then, I'll skip to the old legends and the scattered intel and cut to it. According to the investigation company's findings, that statue was the work of an ancient cemeteral, the Ladler of Broth. Cool. Churldrick had... what the frick? Had taken an unused domain and reshaped it into a place to drill his battle formations. Who the frick is Ladler of Broth? And what the frick is a Ladler? I think it was discounted too because it was from the employee kitchen. Holy crap, that's freaking ridiculous. That's gross. Hey, we're gonna pay you hardly anything, but don't worry. We're gonna take just as much of that money back from you, so you can survive properly. Oh, and also, by the way, you're not allowed to sit down, ever. You have to stand, because reasons. The honorary knight defeated one of Churldrick's lingering shadows back then, which caused the domain to collapse, and the eyes of Upano to oversaw the formations scattered out to into the open. What the frick is she talking about? What lava churl statue? Hold on, I gotta freaking lava churl statue upa gorge. Okay, so I remember the swords in that location, but I don't remember there being a statue of freaking anything. And I'm not seeing it on Google either. Did she say statue? Did I just read that wrong? You remember the strange Samatrel statue? Yeah. What the frick? The door. Also, it was a Samatrel, not a Lawatrel, apparently, so... Yeah, I have no idea what the heck she's talking about, honestly. I remember the Forgotten Sword Cemetery. But I don't... There wasn't a Samatrel statue. Wait, is this concept art? Oh, neat. There's concept art of it. That's cool. Anyways. Once the support company had a sample... Okay, I'll go play a game for Bacon Boss Yo. Okay. Play Genshin for Bacon Boss Yo. I had a sample... No, don't freaking... Don't... No. Bad. I don't want to have to hear Kaza again. There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them if you was to hear it. Once the support company had a sample in hand, they spent the better part of a year carefully disassembling and analyzing it. Eventually, they got the technology figured out, combined it with the design principles of Liyue's overhead surveillance devices. I don't know what that is. Also, the better part of a year? And it took place, like, after the Traveler did something? More evidence that this is actually progressing. If this was on my tablet, I would screenshot it. I don't know how to screenshot a video. And I do understand that I'm taking like 30 screenshots a second and immediately uploading them to the internet with audio. But like... You know, I'm not going to remember a specific time in a live stream, so... Anyways, oh. And produced a kind of visualizing, 1 second, observation grenade. The frick? Meant for long-range reconnaissance. A shooter can gather information from a position of safety. What a roundabout journey. Paimon never imagined that little fellow we wrapped up without much fanfare would leave behind such a mysterious treasure. What the frick are you talking about? The upshot is in a war. It took one. I took one. What are you talking about? Took one what? The door. The upshot is, in a war game setting, the observation grenade lets shooters see through the eyes of the round in flight. What? Deepening their grasp of trajectory and obstacles. Objecticles? What the frick was I about to say? So they can practice shooting strategies geared towards different scenarios. It works on quite a few clever little angles. Oh, took a screenshot. Okay. As for us Flower Feather Clan members, our Saurian riders often have difficulty determining the effects of shots we make while riding our Kukasars. Frick, we are up in the sky after all. We have, with our targets being far away. Yes, we in Natlan use this cool technology called birds that we use to fly around in the sky. Something you monstators haven't discovered yet. These observation grenades can thus help us conduct battlefield damage assessment. That's a term I learned from the Special Patrol, by the way. It's a very concise concept. Okay. The topic of the traveler even like being involved at all has long passed, and he one of the dialogue options is glad to be of help. Like, what the frick? I'm gonna say that. It's funny. I like Hedwig. Hedwig's cool. Hedwig's cool. Frick. A Hedwig is cool. I'd actually really like to see a design of her that's like modified, so she's not just a generic NPC. At present, the people involved with the war game have completed everything our two leaders, Chaska and Shivras, have designed for them. All that's left to complete our war game with what the frick? All that's left is to complete our war game with an experimental expanded sample. Holy crap. Since you're here, honorary knight, would you like to try it out? No. By all means. Truenna? True. I'm assuming Truenna. Falsenna. I didn't notice during the Fontenalia Film Festival. Oh, I did notice that during that you're quite a crack shot, and an inspired one too. Oh, I'm playing with a keyboard. I mean a controller. This is gonna suck. Where are you in this chat? Where is Traveler? He's like here. He's behind. He's like, they're both looking at him. So, that's perfect. I'm personally interested to see how much your marksmanship improved over the years. Years! Again! Years! Over the years? You only met me in Fontaine. Has it been years since Fontaine? Brother, what? I have to collect every bit of evidence possible. Because I don't think everybody believes it. Or it's just common knowledge and I'm just not in the community, so I don't know. And from the perspective of the war game, frick, your lack of familiarity with the observation grenades means that you can form an excellent control group for us. Heh, you know, traveler, it does feel like this grenade thing has real history with us. Might as well try its effects for ourselves. It should be pretty fun. I guess I'll have to step up and take this seriously. A bit of marksmanship practice is good for me too. Yeah, especially since we're getting a frickin' gun next update. Oh, hey, you can see the Skyfrost nail. That's cool. I love when you can see the places in the background. I didn't read that. Great. In that case, I'll prepare the venue and notify all those we have playing as targets. I read targets in my mind, and I still almost said testers. What the frick? The rules are simple. Make as few adjustments as possible while defeating your targets efficiently. What the frick does that mean? I should first say that this drill was made to be tough. Even the Special Patrol's previous marksmanship and structure. That lady, or man, I actually have no freaking clue, was barely able to pass. But I suspect you'll do just fine. I just want the stuff. I don't care about the actual event and the story, but whatever. I do care about the story. Why is Troska, like, glitching? What the heck? Is that on my... Huh. That might just be on my TV, because I can't see it on my laptop, but... I don't know, that's weird. Anyways. Don't think of it as a test, but more as a relaxing game. Perhaps... relaxing games where you're shooting people with guns. Perhaps you'll gain something unexpected from all of this. Real American minigame right here. Wait, why are we... Why is it Fatui agents that we're shooting? The frick? In final long-range Sightlines, travelers must fire an observation grenade to hit every target in the drill ground. What the frick? Without touching any obstacles. After hitting a target, the My controller died. Anyways. After hitting a target, the observational grenade can be fired again from the target's current position. What? In a new direction, continuing to fly in a straight line. The challenge fails if it hits an obstacle. What? The frick? The further the observation grenade flies before hitting the target... Wait, is this golf? Is this freaking golf? What the heck is this? Before hitting a target, the higher the score. To get a high score in the drill, plan your trajectory carefully and aim for long-range hits whenever possible. Mark targets, arranging the firing Mark targets, arranging the firing order to help plan the projectile's path. Aim at a target and select the corresponding button to mark it. Select the same button again to unmark it. Okay. You can also use clear all options to remove...
What could the children be up to? Never mind.
Let them do as they please. So I have to
Let
take
them do
Sora
as they please.
Oh. The instructor is a Melusine. I did not realize that. Okay, so it is a she. Alright, fair enough. She's freaking adorable. I love the Melusines. They're so cute. Really not gonna play another round, instructor. I've already got my best score. How do they shoot guns? Wait a minute. They have mitten hands. How could they possibly shoot a gun? Hold on, I gotta go look at the guns to see if they're, like, modified, but I've already got my best score on the board. You saw. I'm getting a bit too old for this. Oh. Oh. No, you're not too old. You're adorable. I guess that doesn't matter, but... Aren't all of the Melusines already, like, hundreds of years old? Anyways, like, who cares? Up against this fancy new war game, the most I can do is scrape by with a passing grade. Oh, that's so sad. But the passing grade is 60% of Captain Chevra's score. Outside of you, everybody else flunked. So where's the too old coming from? Keep standing here and listening to them while they just ignore that I'm standing right next to them. Or maybe leave them to chat alone. No, I'm listening. If you don't shoot now, I'll never see you holding a musket again. I didn't even feel it coming on. How did the time go by so quickly? Oh my gosh. That's so sad. Sob snap. Oh. What are you crying for, kiddo? I'm just retiring. It's not like we'll never see each other again. You want to see me? Easy enough. Pick a place, treat me to dinner once a week. Yes, yes, yes. Not just... Buttered Tidal... Oh. Buttered Tidalga. You can pick the Hotel de Bar for all I care. But maybe not every week. How about once a month? Whatever. Whatever you arrange, I can take. But seriously though, from now on, all the new recruits we've got are yours. Oh, is she taking over? Aw. This is cute. I like this. I'm glad I came over here. Keep a good eye on Marine and Is that just Roxanne? Roxanne Wolf! Where is she? Anyways, make sure they don't lose themselves in the work. And don't let the recruits come up short of where you were back in the day. The moment any of them slacks off, give them a swift kick in the rear. I will. A swift kick. Okay. Good. My sisters are calling me down to Natland for a vacation. No way! I might be out of Fontaine for a couple of months. Couple of months?! Couple of months? Wait, are updates, like, down to, like, well, I guess events. Are events taking place in real time? Is that how it actually works? I guess, technically, I mean... I guess basically just do the events canonically start on the day that they start in the real world, and then assuming you just like do them, and then because you can do the entire event in a single day, but usually it has you pass multiple days, but it's like whatever. I don't know. And when I'm back from vacation, I'll be coming to inspect your results. I won't let you down, instructor. That was adorable. I liked that. Also, that was cool, because it was, it's this. That's not the same Melusine. I thought it was, but then I specifically checked. But that's not the same Melusine, but I'm pretty sure they're... Like, this is what they're referring to. Also, Why is she on the cover if she's not even... Oh, that's seaweed. I thought there was a Sealy there. Holy crap. Cheska? What do you do? We meet again at last, traveler. How have things been with you lately? Yeah, I almost freaking died. Multiple times. Thanks for asking. How's it been for you in Fontaine? Honestly, some good and some bad. Let's get the bad out of the way first. I was crossing some open water on my soul sniper. I drifted a bit too close to the shooting range. The special patrol mistook me for an airborne target and let off 2 volleys in my direction. Luckily, I was moving fast enough that they couldn't lead the shots properly. Not a single round was Why does this always happen when I'm live streaming? And Captain Chevres arrived in time to call halt to things. Talk about rough luck. As long as there were no misunderstandings or friction. Well, only good things followed after that. Great. I took a few easy turns through the city, taking my time to admire all the exquisite man-made architecture, the elaborate machines and ornaments, and the beautifully intricate clothes. I like that Chevres is just watching us talk. That's awesome. I'd been a little worried beforehand. The Court of Fontaine is a fortress walled in by stone. I wondered whether the limited sightlines might feel oppressive. As it turns out, the experience was just the opposite of life in the Flower Feather Clan. Being surrounded by towering buildings gave me somehow a strange and pleasant sense of safety. Once the war game's over, I'd like to take a couple more turns through the city. Wait, but you're not allowed to have flying objects on, like, specific days. We got arrested, nearly, because of having Paimon. Turn off co-op. Is that a thing I can do? Oh. Not with that button. Yeah, but then if I want to actually do co-op, I have to, like, specifically turn it on, and that's just annoying, so... I don't know. Oh yeah, I was gonna look at the muskets. Oh, I didn't... Wait. Truska has more dialogue. Sorry, Chevres. First, what's it been like working with the special patrol? Well above expectations. Oh, well above expectations. And not just by a little bit. Their discipline is remarkable, although I can already imagine some of the tribal warriors finding them too rigid. Yeah, extremely. Yeah, very much. Too tied up by rules to fight freely. But after training new recruits whose baseline skills were all over the map, I gradually came to understand. When individuals don't have overwhelming personal strength, cooperation and discipline are the least last guarantee of stable combat power. So I've had a thought, though it might not be one I can act on. Bringing Captain Chevres back to Natlan with me and getting her to to throw in with the Flower Feather Clan's warriors. Throw in? Talking about Chevrez and just... She's right there. The Mora question would be tricky, naturally. Fontaine's wages and cost of living are both on the higher end. Yeah, cost of living. The cost of living. But I'd find a way to put together an offer she'd be happy with beyond just Mora. What does that mean? The frick? You think the Special Patrol is stronger than the Saurian riders? No, this isn't about who's stronger or weaker. The point is to make up for what we lack with what they have. I'm proud of the Flower Feather Clan's warriors, and I've never doubted the Saurian riders' ability to take down any monsters. Gosh dang it. But it's precisely because I know and trust them that I'm clear on our weak spots. In every battle, we inevitably take a certain amount of casualties. Casualties?! What the frick? In the past, we've held together as tribes, each warrior doing their part in battle, our coordination looking decent enough on the surface. But when it comes to bringing together the processes of responding to losses, training efficiently, and replenishing combat strength, making warrior teams more resilient, our friends in Fontaine clearly have a wealth of experience worth studying in depth. Yeah, it's very glad that it's a very good thing that the Nation of War doesn't go to war with the other countries, or with the other nations. Because, like, Natlan could probably, assuming Durin doesn't get not Durin, Dvalin doesn't get involved, or I guess also Durin. Albedo would be a factor as well, I think. And, like, all of the playable knights, actually. Varka would be tough. But, assuming Dvalin isn't involved, and Barbados, I think Natlan could very easily take Mondstadt. With collective effort from all of the tribes. From just one tribe, that's not gonna happen, but I'm like almost, well, okay. The Leoe Millilith would be hard because they have the ballistas from the what the frick are they called? I don't remember. Whatever. They have the ballistas and stuff, and also a flying fortress, which I guess it's not much of a fortress, and Natlan also has flying things, so that could actually very easily be taken out. I don't think Leoe would end up winning, but they, you know. Sumeru is a bunch of frickin' nerds. I think Sumeru would very easily lose to Natlan. Fontaine would probably be very hard for them to fight, because of their, like, coordination, and also, like she said, higher cost of living, higher wages. There's also just more people, more coordination. They have better technology. Like, Fontaine would probably come on top there. And then if it's Snaznaya, they're not lit. They're not lit. They're frick. Alhaitham complains that sand is in his shoes. He would lose. Kaveh just draws things. Okay, but you have Sethos and Sino. And, like, yeah, Alhaitham complains, but, like, he's still powerful. He can still fight. I don't think Kaveh would do much fighting, honestly, but... yeah, I don't think any of the nations would win against Snezhnaya if Snezhnaya actually decided to, like, full-on war. This is also assuming that the Traveler is not involved in any of the nations, because, you know, the nation that has the Traveler on their side are probably going to, Sino would be fine. The nation that has the Traveler on it would probably be the winning one, but, you know, whatever. Managing teams, designing training programs, giving precise commands in these areas, Captain Chevres must be one of Fontaine's foremost experts, no? I don't know. Why did the chat scroll up? Oh my gosh, the chat is so friggin' annoying on this thing. Anyways. She really is essential to Fontaine. Chaska, she's right there. Like, I wish you could zoom in, because this is a great shot right there. It's almost like that meme. What the heck? Why am I speaking without a dialogue option? You could absolutely call her one of its key figures. What the heck? A shame then. Fontaine certainly won't let her go. Okay, well, she can just, like, go for a bit. Like, that's not that big a deal. Poaching from an allied force. Who are you not allied with? You're all allied. Well, okay, Snezhnaya. Alright. Something a proper warrior of the tribe should be doing. Just take it as a not so appropriate joke on my part. What? Alright. All good, I'll catch up with you again later. Same as ever then. Always run off your feet. Alright. Now I gotta do the same thing with Chevres. How's it going, Traveler? Making every shot count? What kind of shot are you talking about, lady? Sort of, though I don't exactly use guns. I haven't even played the event yet. But alright. Another skill is another choice you can make. Who knows, you might find yourself in a future situation where your usual combat skills are restricted. Huh. I wonder what that's hinting to. Also, he already did. Like, he couldn't use his original powers. And they got sealed away. And he had to learn, like, the elements and whatever. So that already happened. It's gonna happen again. And we're gonna use guns. When that time comes, the option of using a musket at range will be open to you. Makes sense. I like the make sense one. Hardly. There's no need to call it oh, okay, so you say pull. Alright, fair enough. We'd just be sharing our experiences. Terena. Is it Terena or Terena? What did I say before? I said Tirana, I think. Your previous, whatever, shooting form to me. From where I am standing, you could well have the potential to become the best shot into that, and even set new long-range records. That's because I'm literally the best. I'm like the main character.
Of course, live combat situations, urban settings, and target shooting challenges have their own unique features. Yeah, you can shoot, like, pedestrians in urban settings. You use the musket in your hand a few more times. I don't see a musket. And you'll uncover its secrets. Something like that. How are we getting on with our Natlanese friends, by the by? By the by? What kind of nerd is he? Why am I talking to the side of her like we're, like, having a secret meeting? The frick? Jaska's watching us. Oh, well then, permit me to be frank. Okay, I guess if you want to be frank. I suspect that if we wanted to recruit Miss Chaska, her base annual salary would come up to 60 million more. Sorry, how much? Nope. That's the right figure. Holy crap. From the... She's listening with her big elf ears right now. She's listening, Chaska. I mean, Chevres. Frick. From the Mason experience, building a piece of weaponry capable of matching her mobility and firepower would be likely hundreds of billions of more in budget. Several thousand engineers spread across multiple institutions and over a decade of technical breakthroughs, R&D, and testing. And it still might not succeed. Her gun was made by one person. I think you're power scaling a bit ridiculously here, Genshin. It's not all hyperbole. Fricking heck. Hyperbole, gosh dang it, to call her and her soul sniper a Mora vault that flies. When I watch her engaging targets, I find myself automatically converting each shot she takes into the cost of an equivalent musket round and cannon round. From a cost effectiveness standpoint, putting her on payroll at the salary we'd offer would be a steal. The figures are favorable enough to leave even the most cynical merchants in awe. This seems like it's gone well beyond a question of Mora. She's got her duties at Flower I understand. She's also a holder of a Natlanese ancient name that makes her one of the most important figures across all of Natlan. The gaze of all Natlan. Which is why I really can really only express this wish to you. She is listening. She's right there. I'll think of other approaches, borrowing Miss Chaska's strength whenever possible, so the Special Patrol's capabilities can develop in a more well-rounded direction. Whoops. Sorry. How am I taking damage? What the heck happened? Got any topics that aren't about work? Good question. I think Miss Chaska would be well suited for starring in a... what the frick? To starring in a crime film, and absolutely in the leading role. A paranormal adventure with a thriller edge to it would also be filling. Investigating ruins unearthed. Frickin' heck. Unearthing ancient powers, working around mysterious factions. Next time I see director Xavier, I'll mention the idea to him in passing. Okay. Let me go look around some more. Don't be impatient. Feel out the workings of the musket carefully. Observe the tracer whatever. Oh, it's Koch. It's Koch. I don't know who Koch is. Okay, hold on. What the frick? Do they even have triggers? Okay, I guess the Melusines can use them? Let's talk to Koch. Honorary Knight, Koch, the gunsmith, greets you. May your range estimates be precise and your ballistics ideal. And you are? I'm a member of the support company, normally stationed at Dorman Port. This time, I've been sent over to maintain the equipment used in the war game. Before muskets were issued in bulk, I worked quite a bit with the cavalry company's bow and crossbow shooters, in addition to the ranged company. So you could call me an old friend of Horkin and Hedwig. Horkin? Hedwig is watching us. It's fun. And this time, the moment word came down about the joint war game, Hedwig went and named me directly to lead the gunsmith team. Suits me fine. Gives me a chance to really get a feel of the new Fontanian muskets. That's awesome. Anyways, okay. About the other workings of the this is like technical details about the game, not like lore. I don't know if I care. Let me guess. You're going to ask, how does it change direction? Ha! The principle isn't actually that complicated. The grenade body uses a low-energy smokeless powder, so its speed isn't anything dramatic. Pair that with the adhesive devices around the observation mechanism, and on impact, it sticks to the target. Then the side-mounted tracer at the rear ignites, sending out a hit confirmation signal. Okay. The remaining space in the warhead is packed with directional charges. Once it's been remotely guided to point at the next target, igniting those propellants sends it flying onward. And so, in a war game, the observation grenade can perform a limited number of redirections, which fits the war game's theme perfectly. With a finite number of shots, achieve the most flawless trajectory. Okay, I'm bored. I'm playing the game. Okay, is this actually just frickin' golf? Like, what are we doing here? It draws a map. Okay, I'm back. 3 Pac-Man ghost emojis. I don't know what that is, actually. Okay. I sat there with just, like, staring at my screen with my mouth just, like, open. Just spending every bit of my ability to think to just understand what was happening. Which I don't know why. I really didn't need to. It was so exceedingly simple. Why am I shivers now? Frick? So I don't really get the point in marking them. Like, I guess you can, like, see, but I don't know. I don't see the point. Yeah, shut the frick up, man. You frickin' died. This is so much harder with a frickin' controller. Why do I feel like someone's watching me? I kind of want to try piloting a... What did that say? The blind spots are what... Oh, frickin' heck, I can't read fast enough. Hey, man. I like that it draws a map. That's so cool. That's fun. I enjoy that. What? What? How did I not? Okay, whatever. I don't care. Pretty sure, yeah, the rewards I care about. Yeah, I don't care about the last rewards. That's fine. So why is there only 3? Oh, you have to unlock it to see the rewards. Okay. Also, that was a cool usage of the the Thousand Winds Temple. What the frick are the circles? One-time ideal trajectory rings appear in the drill ground. Pass the observation grenade through them and hit your targets to earn a large number of points. Okay. How do I... Oh. Okay, well I would need to... Oof. I think I would need to start with that one. So I guess... This one... Oh. How do I exit? Oh, there we go. Why? Why can you fall? That's so annoying. Yeah, okay. So that one would be second. And then I can't really tell, so I'm just gonna go for it. Doom. Oh, shoot. Okay. So I have to go for this dude. Which is actually, it's actually better to go further, right? So... Oh, no! Oh, I fit it. Okay, I hit it. We're good. Where's the last one? Now, this one's gonna be a bit more difficult because he's gonna go behind there. So I'm gonna wait until he comes back. Oh, he goes over there? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just... Never mind, he turned around. Hello? What? It's kind of fun. Oh, I almost drew a star! That's awesome. I'm enjoying this far more than I thought I would. But I also didn't think it was like this. I thought it would. Oh, that dude. Oh, they have shields. Frick. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, I don't care. I understand how shields work. Oh, cool. I'm Chaska again. Okay, let's start with her. Is that... Oh, wait, but we won't be able to come back over here. So I can't get all of these. That's fine. Maybe it would be better to go for him, just in case. Shields are good stuff. Yeah, a lot of help you did there. Okay, I could get him, but I think this would be the better option. And then let's go him. Then we can go and then, you know what? Why not? Let's do him first. Let's just flex on our distance. Sick. Alright, retake the strong point. Okay. Oh, wow. This one might actually be rather difficult. kind of just want to start with that guy, but may as well check. Okay, I don't want to start there, because what I want... What I want is to be able to go to these ones, get one of those, be able to come up here, and then go over there. So... You know what? This dude is kind of hidden, so let's start with this. And then maybe we go over there. And then get one of these as they're running. Yeah! And just get this frickin' guy. Yeah, and then we can get him. I guess it doesn't matter if I get him with the rain or not, because I'll go through it either way. So. Heck yeah! Didn't get 3 stars, but that's fine. I don't care. I don't know how you would do that, but differently. That's kind of difficult because they're moving and you can't like get to them. I think. Is that puzzle? It is. How the heck do you? Oh wait, no, you have to get behind him. Okay, so we need to get behind that guy. Is there another vantage point somewhere? I don't think... No, I definitely can't get... I might be able to get him, and then the guy with the shield. Right. Okay. Oh, I have to go down... Yeah, no, that's actually fine. Let's go here. Get him. I want him to be a little bit more out, though. Wonderful. And then I can get... Ooh, do I go for the dog thing or that? I think I go for the dog. Wonderful. I wasn't necessarily going for that one, but that works. And then... Ooh, let's go for distance here because I can. Okay, I'm trying to get the exact like target, but as soon as the red dot appears, then it doesn't matter. I wanted to do this one last, but I think that's a further distance. Hey man. Shot through the heart. And I'm to blame. That guy's freaking dead. Hallelujah. I don't know. Wait, what? What happened? What'd I do? Did I click restart? Whatever. I'll just do it again. It's fine. Intentionally made it harder on myself. Cool. My gear weighs a ton. Yeah, I imagine. Okay, gotta wait for the frickin' dog with a camera head to... You... I think it stops there, doesn't it? Oh, no. Shoot. There we go. We're good. I'm gonna wait for him to get somewhere near here. And then... Wait, can I, like... Oh, wait, can I? No. Oh, okay. That's fine. Undo last shot. Wait, what? What the heck? You can just do that? That's freaking lame. Whatever. I was close at least, though. Okay, well, I would have been... Man, but I erased the better one. Dang it. I, like, actually did really freaking good on the first time, and then I just accidentally erased it. Whatever. Heck yeah, there it is. I can go put it on my trophy shelf. Oh, so we have a deal? We have a deal. Deal? What deal? Did Paimon miss something important? The formal phrasing would be confirming the signature of the memorandum. Oh, on a memorandum. The Joint Training Memorandum on Improving Shooter Effectiveness. On reflection, recruiting Miss Chaska to the special incalculable loss of talent for her homeland of Natlan, not the wisest move. And Special Patrol's clockwork stable functioning would be unimaginable without Captain Chevre's daily command and coordination. Without her, Fontaine would run into no shortage of trouble. To achieve our objective, we need an unprecedented form of cooperation. What is this astonishing telepathy going on? The two experts' minds have lined up. They found a plan that works for both of them. In short, after consulting with Captain Chevres, we've decided to start a long-term study exchange of representatives within 3 months. Okay. This plan can strengthen cooperation between... Did they not proofread? Hello? Genshin? You guys didn't want to fix this? Alright. This plan can strengthen cooperation between the Special Patrol, the Flower Feather Clan, and the Knights of Favonius, while keeping the burden as low as possible. Okay, only the Flower Feather Clan, though? That doesn't really make much sense to me, but okay. In the literal sense of these words... What? You'll send people back and forth. Flower Feather Clan warriors stay in Fontaine for a stretch, and Special Patrol... Exactly. Though in practice, it's not as simple as just letting people from each side go live in the other country. The selection of representatives, the lodging, the daily curriculum, the simulation training, and live drill schedules, the budget arrangement, every detail needs systematic planning. And we'll be focused on the weak spots, addressing each with its own specific remedy. For instance, the Netlanese warriors don't pay much attention to the formation theory, and the Fontanian shooters have almost no live experience with the movement against movement marksmanship. What? So we'll have the Netlanese warriors work in disciplined squad-level units, and we'll have the Kokosars grab the special patrol shooters by the shoulders, fly them low, and have them shoot at intercepting. Oh, I thought I was going to say shoot at each other. That sounds way too strict. If you can actually pull it off, the results would be tremendous. Many of the planned courses also rely on excellent equipment from our Mondstadt allies. Representatives from the Knights of Favonius are essential, and any equipment. Why do you need equipment from Mondstadt? The guns are from Fontaine. Like, what the frick do you need Mondstadt for? Knights of Favonius are essential, and any results for the program should be shared with them. Ahem, Captain Chevres, that's most thoughtful of you. Once again, our thanks for the generous offer. In this drill, the observation grenades and the suite of equipment, all performed normally, will continue regular deliveries per the existing procurement contract. As for sending representatives for study, please let me convey this back to our leadership, so that the officers can issue a formal reply. I'll provide you with the form. What the frick? And to close the topic, Captain Shivers, I'm uncommonly pleased with this round's results. After all, yes, with your remarkable control group performance to compare against, Traveler, our final piece of the puzzle is in place. This drill has produced a wealth of ballistic planning thinking samples, covering shooters of every skill level, even enough to suitably improve the original musket marksmanship textbooks, and even the instructor manuals for shooter training. Efficiency could be raised several fold. Who the heck says several fold? Feel free to call me in for the next war game. I'd be glad to. That's just what I was waiting to hear. Okay. Rest assured, I'll send you a letter the moment the time comes. Cool. With the marksmanship talent you're showing, you ought to be sitting on the test setter's side of the table next time. Helping our friends in Mondstadt, Fontaine, and Natlan all get stronger is the best feeling there is. Inazuma is never included in any of these. If one day Paimon hears that the books we helped put together produce an amazing warrior, and that warrior drove off the monsters with a few quick shots, keeping everybody safe, that feeling would be just as good as scaring the bad guys off ourselves. Proud and grounded all at once. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Almost done for the day. Fancy a couple of drinks at the Rusty Rudder over there? Oh. It is over there. Drinks? You'd be paying out of your own pocket then? I'm not approving a single mora for it. All good, we'll cover it ourselves, and bring a few good bottles back for Horkin, Ursula, and Gunther. Gunther? Oh, and Captain Kaya and the Grandmaster, too. Count me out, regardless. I've got to organize the records from this war game properly, and the ranged company has to leave someone behind to help me. And there's the Special Patrol's written documentation for the Grandmaster, the study exchange plan. We've gone and made another fine start to something without even meaning to. I ship it. So, what are you guys talking about? Captain, were you serious about what you just said? Keep listening for a bit. I'll have to be carried through the air by a Kukasar too? That's right. And I'll have to practice handling the musket up there? Shooting at ground targets at high speed? That's right, okay. Then, is there a race involved? There is? Ah! I'm in! Honestly, even without the raise, I'd be... Okay, well then why did you freaking ask? Money's never the issue. The dignity of a special patrol officer is. If the flower for the clad Soriad riders could do it, I'm not about to admit defeat. Honestly, I knew you'd accept even without the raise, but I don't want to shortchange anyone on the team. So beyond the raise, there will be a series of supplementary insurance arrangements and stipends as well. To make sure... Okay, this is so unrealistic. Make sure you've got the stamina to handle harsher combat conditions. I'll be adding targeted physical conditioning training as well. Let's start with a 100,000 pace weighted run. What in the heck does that even mean? I'll run my best. Dangling in midair really does take it out of you, doesn't it? So for this 100,000 pace run, I'll carry 50 units of weight. Of weight, question mark? Sorry. I was going to say 35 units, okay. But since you're volunteering 50, then Letelier can run the same standard. We'll see whether the others can take it after that. That seems like a poor decision. Okay, just... As for the candidates, we'll send to Fontaine for the long-term exchange. My top picks are okay? The two of them coming together should work out quite well. Okay. So where is the Melozine then? Oh wait, no, she's on vacation, isn't she? Okay, cool. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna go put the gun in my teapot. What an amazing sentence that just happened. That actually makes perfect sense within Genshin Impact. But in any other context, it would just be confusing. Alright, oh wait, do I have to craft it? Whatever, I'll just see inside. That's fine. It would be kind of cool if you crafted it, because you could get more, but... Oh yeah, here's my memory shelf. Here's my trophy shelf. I don't remember what this is from, what's her name's story quest. That's from a story quest. That's from an Archon quest, I believe. I don't think this, like, fishbowl is from anything, or whatever. Yeah, most of this is from, like, events or whatever, so. And I do not know how to... Wonderful. Where is it? There it is. Oh, it's just on the floor. How the frick do I... Oh, pan camera. There we go. How do I... Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, this will definitely need better placement. I'm not gonna get that on my freaking with a controller, so I'll just put it up here for now. I don't know. Nice. I gotta figure out what these other things are for as well, because I know they are from stuff, but I can never remember like specifically what. So save changes. I mean, honestly, that doesn't look awful. Just push the other stuff back and it would actually look pretty cool there. Touch the lamp. Oh, okay. What is this? Oh. What? What is the... Oh, that's talking to this. Okay. And you can do that. Yeah, that's so cool. Hello? Oh my gosh. That opening the cryptex just explodes it. Yeah, that's awesome. Those are awesome. I want those the Fontaine movie things to be next to each other, but I didn't want to move stuff around too much when I actually did it. So it's just up here next to my Diona painting, my Diona pictures, not paintings. Why is this one here? Yeah, I love these. They're so freaking cool. I need to do the other ones so that... Oh yeah, here's Diona's ring. It's very nice. Why does... What? I don't remember putting that in here. Alright. Yeah, she doesn't have a bed, so yeah, my idea is that she just curls up on this. I don't know. There's not really a cat-themed bed, and I don't really have much space in this room. Oh my gosh, can you freaking... There. So yeah, she just sleeps on this. She's a cat, she curls up, you know. I don't know why she has TCG stuff. I think I put it in here because the TCG is like with her, with the cat's tail in, but like it's not an in, is it? Whatever. The cat's tail. I think I put it in there because of that, but like I don't think she actually plays the freaking game, so I don't know. I don't remember. I should put the Spring Fairy image in here. I don't think I can have more than one though. And this is my room. I have not touched this in literal years. I like it though. I got a little desk with typewriter. I think that's the only thing I've added in years. Oh, and this cat. I don't remember the context for this cat. It was like a cat battle event or something, I believe. Or whatever. This is Collie's room. She also has a cat for some reason. I have no idea. But she's got a little desk so she can practice writing and doing stuff, and I don't know, she's like a forest ranger, so she's got forest stuff. She's got a backpack. I'm just now realizing that she doesn't really have a dresser. She just has this thing. I probably need to update her room, actually. I need to update this entire place, actually. I just have yet to do so. And this is Sucrose / Albedo's lab. There's nothing in it, because I can't fit the character and the stuff in. But, yeah, technically Sucrose and Albedo should be in here. Or at the very least Sucrose. I should just make this... It's kind of big for one person's room, but... I use the teapot to farm friendship experience, so I don't do that. And then this is the Liyue room. So, I made this a very long time ago, and I just, like, really enjoy the look. Like, this is the only room, other than my room, that has not drastically changed since I set it up. I think I changed it a little bit. I don't remember that bed being there. And there's also an invite thing, so I guess I made it a thing. So that would have added a couple things. But, like, I was just really happy with this room. So I never touched it. And it's just nice, I don't know. It looks comfortable. This bed looks like it sucks, though. It's so thin and just not good. But, yeah, that room and my room have barely been touched since I set him up years ago. But, you know, whatever. This room actually used to have... Is it still out, or did I put it away? I put it away. Okay. It used to have... Oh, wait, no. I think I shoved it up here. Nope. I put it away. Alright. Fair enough. This room used to have the, like, food thing up here, because this was a kitchen. And then I turned it into Kale's room. I didn't really like the kitchen anyways, it sucked, so whatever. But yeah, this used to also just be, just one of these tables on right here, and right here. And I got these desks instead, so that I can fit more crap. This does kind of suck, because these are not going to be able to, I'm not going to be able to fit much more, I don't think, in here. I'm going to end up running out of space and have to move stuff around, and I don't really like that. This is another area that has not been really touched. It's just a nice living room area where I can have a couch. For the longest time while Kale was in here, she would just be standing here. And there's a cuck chair for some reason. I don't know why I put this chair here. I just like the look of it, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember the reason for the chair. But, yeah. I don't know. I guess living rooms just sometimes have extra chairs. I have no freaking clue. But, yeah. This is hardly changed. I would probably like to change it a bit, but eventually I'm probably going to have to remove a lot of the nonsense so I can fit more trophies, so whatever. Anyways, I did the event. I'm not gonna play anymore. I was gonna maybe do both events, but I don't want to, so my throat kind of hurts from talking so much, so anyways, wait.